everyone, I am Janome maker Lauren Does Cosplay. We are here at the end of December. I'm feeling very festive. It's cold outside. As I was trying to decide what to make for my little end of year project, I was thinking, what better than a little wintry festive capelet? I have made capelets before for the Renaissance Fair as like a nice layering piece, or for other cosplays. So I thought that this would be a fun little holiday craft that isn't too difficult and can go with a ton of things. And if you use different fabrics, as always, you can change the look up drastically. With it being the holiday season and already spending quite a lot of money on various gifts, I wanted to challenge myself with this project to not buy anything new. So my goal is to not buy any new fabric and not buy any new notions. And I'm still going to try to make like something festive and cute. So here's what I have. This beautiful green satin fabric that's very Christmassy colored. I have a little scrap of this gorgeous red. So hello, are these not the two most Christmassy colors ever? And I have like just enough to make a short little winter capelet. I'm going to use both of these and I'm going to make it reversible. I have made one of these capelets before. This is one that I made that's reversible, and I have this little beaded trim around the edge, which I love. I thought would be cute on this one as well, but I don't have enough, so I'm gonna try to find something else. Okay, in my fabric stash, I have a ton of this gold trim, which I think I have plenty enough to line it on both sides. And this is perfect. I feel like this is so festive. Okay, I'm excited. Again, this is what we will be making today. This is the general essence. I don't have a brooch on this one right now, but has a hood. Look how cute it is. Hopefully the one that we make today looks as good as this one. You can even see I added a little decorative stitching around the hood. So I feel like there's a lot of ways to make this unique and add different trims and whatever. And it's such a cute little layering piece. So let's make a holiday one. I'm going to start with my old capelet as my pattern. I don't think I used a pattern for this, and I don't really think that you need one. This is basically like a half circle. I'm going to fold this over and trace it onto my new fabric and adding seam allowance. This project is entirely vibes based. I really don't think that you can mess it up because it's such a simple shape and concept. So I've got this folded, and I'm just gonna go a little bit of seam allowance and cut along this whole shape. We're winging it. It's fine, it'll turn out. And this is our exposed edge, again, making some seam allowance. Okay, that is our first piece. And I'm going to use this as my pattern now to cut it out on the green fabric so that these two are exactly the same. I just pinned my red fabric to my green fabric, and I'm going to cut right on the same line. Fabulous. For the hood, I have this actual pattern piece from a commercial pattern, but as you can see, hoods are just a square, and you actually do it on fold. So a hood is really just a rectangle that you sew the top seam, and it makes a hood. That's it. That's what a hood looks like. Oh no. Continuing on with the vibes-based project. This is the fold up here. This is the opening of the hood, and then I was cutting along the bottom, but as you can see, I don't really quite have enough. So I'm just gonna go as far as I can, and instead of making this a square, I'm just going to, excuse me, cut from right here, and I'm going to my own shape. And instead of making it a square up here, I'm actually gonna round it. That's also a trick to not have your hoods be like kind of pointy in the back. This helps it be round in the back. So again, I'm going to take my red piece and I'm going to use this as my pattern for the green side, but that is what the hood looks like. A brief intermission to iron everything because the wrinkles were out of control. But we're going to get our pinning out of the way. Right side. This is the right side of the green fabric, right side of my other fabric. Line these up, and I'm going to pin all the way around the edges of this. Hello? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to pin all the way around the edges of this, leaving just this top edge open, the neckline. Okay, I just got that all pinned up, so again, just leaving the neckline open. Right sides to right sides, and now I'm going to sew along all the edges that I have clipped. And as always, today I am sewing on my Janome Continental M8 sewing machine. Okay, now I have both of my capelet layers sewn together. So I'm going to swap over to the hood now. do the rounded shape, it's going to look something like this. To get it to be more hood shaped, what you're gonna do is go right side to right side. Opening of your hood, this is the neckline, and then this is the back of the hood. Pin this back section together. So there it is on that one. I'm going to do the same thing on the red side. Here are both layers of the hood, just with the one side clipped, and now I'm going to sew them. Now that you've done that seam, you should have something hood shaped. Yay! Starting to take shape now. So I've got my two halves. What I'm going to do now is take these, orient them the same way, obviously, and I'm going to stack them right sides to right sides, and then pin all the way along the outer edge, again leaving the neckline open, and then we're gonna sew these together. Just to demonstrate a little bit more clearly what we're doing here. So I have my hood pieces right sides to right sides, and so you're essentially, we're about to sew this open edge. Okay, now that we have both of our layers sewn right side to right side, we are almost ready to flip. Depending on your seam allowance that you sew with, that you're comfortable with, you might not have to do this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and trim my seam allowance, and I'm also going to clip the corners of the capelet so that when we turn this inside out, we have nice sharp corners. Go ahead and skip this step if you don't need to trim your seam allowance, but I'm going to do that real quick. Now we can go ahead and flip our pieces right side out. Ooh, it's so pretty. Same with the hood, easy peasy. I still have this little tool to help turning sharp corners. So now that we have it right side out, I can take my tool from the inside and just sort of sharpen up that inner corner a little bit. Makes it a little bit more neat. Now that we're all ironed out, we are going to attach the hood to the base, and it doesn't really matter what side you're doing it from. You just need to make sure that you match the right side of your hood to whatever your lining is. So I'm just going to do the red side. So I've got the neckline of the cloak and I've got the neckline of the hood. I'm going to take the red layers so we can sort of move that out of the way, and I'm going to pin along this whole neckline and just pinning the red layers together. So I have my red layers pinned together, the hood and the base of the capelet. You can see I've created some pleats because the width of the opening of the hood was wider than the width of the neckline. So I just did a couple pleats on both sides. That's no big deal. You can pleat it as much or as little as needed. I'm going to sew just the red layers together, what I have clipped, and then we'll come back. Oh my God, we're already getting so close. You can see from the back, pretty much looks like we're all together. From the front, we just have the layer of the hood and the layer of the capelet to sew together. I am unfortunately going to hand sew this part. We're so close. I've literally been working on this for like an hour, maybe, so it's a very quick project. We are pretty much done. You could absolutely be done here and just add a little clasp on the front and call it done, and you've got your little capelet, totally reversible with hood. But I think since we're going for full holiday vibes, more is more. So I think I am still going to add this trim on both sides. So why not? Why not? I just pinned this gold trim along the entire border of this one side, so I'm going to sew this down, and then I'm going to do it again on the green side. And I'm going to swap out the thread on my machine for a gold so that I can stitch right on top of it and you won't be able to see it. Okay, the trim just added like another hour and a half. That gave me nothing but trouble. But we got our cute little gold trim on. Don't look too closely. It was slipping and sliding and just causing me all sorts of problems. And do I even like it with the trim? I don't know. I think I liked it more before, but what can you do? I often suffer from like not doing enough. I leave things very basic, and then anytime I add more detail, I end up liking it less. Whatever, I'm trying to go outside of my comfort zone, but there's our our little Christmas capelet. I don't have a gold brooch, but anything will work. I just have this. This is a Lord of the Rings pin. I can get something different at some point. Imagine it's gold. With our hood. Oh, Merry Christmas! Finished capelet. Very cute. I feel very festive, and I'm going to pretend that I like it with the trim. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. Hopefully this tutorial can help you make your own little capelet. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!